The victim of this cold-blooded killer is 16-year-old Iyanna Sawyer. He left her dismembered in a dumpster while she was pregnant. It all started with a frantic 911 call from her mother, Kimberly Mobley.
Jacksonville 911, what's the location of your emergency?
When I come home from school today, her phone is going straight to voicemail. That is not like her. Okay. You have no idea what she... her sister was on the bus and she wasn't. I don't understand why she wasn't on the bus.
Did you ask your sister why?
She said she didn't know, and that's not like her. That's not like them to be together.
Do you think it's foul play?
Man, I have no idea. This is out of character for her. No. And for me to call you all, something's wrong.
On December 19th, 2018, Iyanna went to school and never came back. Kimberly reported her daughter missing the very same day. But the truth she found was every parent's worst nightmare. But the more disturbing fact of the case was who did it. Her own uncle and the father of her child. The police are headed to 33-year-old Jonathan Quiles' home, who immediately became the suspect after the detectives spoke to Iyanna's sister, Somaya, after her disappearance. But little did the detectives expect that they would find their killer so soon.
Hey, John, what's going on?
Well, my wife just dropped a whole bunch of shit on me right now. This is crazy.
So I'm gonna tell you, with regards to this here, do I think my husband is capable of any of this? No, I don't. But I mean, I don't. We have a missing piece of the puzzle, obviously.
I work, right over here,
And there are cameras all out
everywhere. Yeah, so I'm there.
Yeah, so those are some pretty serious allegations.
Yeah, you tell me about it. And this is the reason, because me and my wife, we don't even talk to any of them because they were starting these rumors a while back. She ended up getting caught with the guy next door, and he was a much older dude. And they came up with the whole idea that I was the one that turned them out for her. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy gossip shit. It's like, it's nuts. So this is just like, I'm pretty sure I mean, deep down inside, man, I'm pretty sure that they try to force these words into our mouth. There's just nothing ever that's happened.
Detectives knew that they had to bring justice to Iyanna, so they take Jonathan in for questioning.
Okay, hold on. Interview by detective, okay? Just it's on your side. I can see it, right? All right. Actually,
Is he able to keep his cell phone?
What do you got in your pocket?
Yeah, he always has it for work. Yeah.
Okay.
Is he able to keep his cell phone where he can call me afterwards so I can come and get him?
That'll be all fine.
Okay, then you said they'll let him use the phone?
Yeah, he can take it with him.
You can take it.
He can take it with him, yeah.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, he can take his stuff with him. That's not a problem.
Well, because somebody's making allegations.
Mm-hmm. No, I watch Cops.
We gotta
investigate. I watch First 48.
We can't say, oh, we heard something and didn't look into it.
No, I understand.
And it may turn out to be nothing.
No, it'll turn out to be nothing, but you got to do your job.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Can you put his stuff back in his pockets right
No, we'll put it in a bag.
Oh, no, they'll bag it. So you're
you're fine.
No, you going right downtown.
501, the PMB, the Police Memorial Building.
A case initially classified as a teenage runaway case now turns out to be something much bigger. It begins with Kimberly reporting her daughter missing. Days go by, and there is still no trace of Iyanna. Tensions rise. The police begin their investigation, and very soon they start taking a closer look at Jonathan Quiles. Quiles and his wife, Naomi Mobley, so far were supporting the investigation. Quiles' truth will soon come out as the investigators and interrogators comb through evidence and footage. They are about to discover the darkness that surrounds this case. They are about to find out that Iyanna is pregnant and Jonathan is deeply involved.
There's been a lot happens. We need to talk about it, okay? I want to listen to everything you got to say, but naturally I'm going to have questions. can't really ask those questions unless they go through your rights. And this is a way to protect you, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I want to hear everything you got to say, but I'm going to read your rights first, okay?
Okay.
The detectives were on the verge of discovering a shocking truth as they went through evidence that was building up towards Quiles. Quiles, on the other hand, is now in the interrogation room, wondering what the police have found.
One of the things that we're investigating, is with your niece,
Yes.
Somaya.
Oh, Somaya.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what can you tell me about Somaya? Like, why do you think you would be here because of Somaya?
I've been accused many times by the older siblings, well, the sisters and stuff, that I've been inappropriate with Iyana and
Right.
Maya.
And how would they think what would they think is inappropriate?
Well, let's say this: the first time that it was brought to anybody's attention, they didn't hear it directly from them. I heard it from like a sister, Margie, and she mentioned that that they think that I was the reason that Iyanna was turned out because she got caught in, having with a guy that was over 21 across the street. So, but prior to this, we've had complications in the family. They will pick on my wife. My wife has a little bit of, she needs medication to kind of stay level.
Okay.
So my wife is pretty blunt, and, she just doesn't take too much from anybody.
Right.
She loves real deep, and she just tries to keep everybody, together. So some things just don't make sense to her because she's very plain Jane.
Right.
But, once my wife was almost having to get admitted into the hospital, I had it with them. I'm telling you, I could be under a truck, fixing on the truck, and I'll drop what I'm doing to come and help them move or
Right.
wherever the case may be. So with seeing my wife deteriorating the way she was, I couldn't deal with it no more. So I sent a mass text out to every last one of the sisters and said, listen, you guys got my wife. You've been picking on my wife all this year time. I've been staying out of it because this is a sister matter type of deal. I can't do it no more. I'm done with it. I don't want to hear none of your drama. You leave your stuff out there on the side of the road, wherever you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I'm not going to come and help you. I'm not going to do nothing. You've just been nothing but drama in my life and in my wife's life. I'm keeping my distance from you guys. From that point on, this is about, I'm horrible with dates. I'm horrible with times. I want to say about a year, maybe a little bit more than a year ago.
Okay.
And, from that point on, it's been just rocky roads with me and the sisters. Jametta started. I think Jonathan has been inappropriate with Maya and Iyanna. Now they question them girls separately, together, and it's been nope. He's never been inappropriate with me. And it's I don't have nothing to hide. I got kids older than them.
Iyanna was one of two nieces of Jonathan, Somaya being the younger one. Both of the sisters, who he claimed to love as if they were his own kids, were in reality his victims. Jonathan married into the family, and his wife, Naomi, was Kimberly's relative. Another relative, Jametta, was the first to point the police towards Jonathan. She sensed something was completely off about the whole situation and wasn't deceived by Jonathan's act.
Kim, the mother, she says, listen, I never thought that way, but, and it kind of got brushed under the tables. I still didn't talk to Tweedledee and Tweedledum, which is Jametta and Paul. I didn't talk to them no more. And
are they the older ones?
Those are the older ones,
okay.
Correct. I didn't talk to them anymore because those are the ones that started with the nonsense. And after they got, I guess, the girls' side, and even Maya, they were, she would text me, she'd say, I wish they would stop asking these questions. This is just getting ridiculous. They treat you so wrong and all that their stuff. Once that passed and that blew over, everything was good. They're staying the night, weeks on end at the house. We're going fishing together. We're doing pretty much everything.
Right.
And then from that point,
and this was this past year.
This was
2018.
18, maybe 17 into 18.
Okay.
Then after that, Iyana got caught with, I guess she was late picking up her brother, and her brother squilled on her or whatnot and stated that she was with some boy or whatnot. They went through her phone, found out that she was having a relationship with a boy that she said that was 17, and turned out that he was 21 across the street. And then that turned into, the reason Iyana was doing that was because I had to turn her out, whatnot. So
when you say turned her out,
I'm sorry. Meaning that I had to introduce her to.
So you had full. That's what they're saying.
Pretty much that I had initiated her learning about, and this is the reason why she was running around, and then after that situation happened, Kim also was like, well, the first time she says, nope, our relationship was just gotten better. I'm not trying to ruin that, because, we always help Kim, because she has 4 children. Mm-hmm. She's like almost on a minimum wage salary. Her lights always getting cut off. We always help them feed the kids, take them when she needed a break and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So she supposedly was on the wall with it, like, oh, hold on. But then again, as time passed, my wife made me aware she never stopped them from questioning them and stuff like that. But anyway, after that situation happened, they questioned her again, and they questioned both of them again. Did Uncle John ever get, fresh with you guys, or come out of character or anything like that with you guys? And boom, again, nope. And Iyana was saying nope.
When was that?
This is the thing. That was definitely in 2018.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. I would say towards the middle
okay.
year, like maybe
June,
beginning
July,
to the middle,
summer,
something like that. Yeah.
So they questioned the second time, and the girl said no.
Said no, nothing ever. He's never been appropriate. He's only been a father figure to us. Mm-hmm. Now, their real father is just pretty much, he's there, but he's not there type of deal.
The girls would come over to your house, and you do like trips to the beach.
Yeah, we always the pool we had at the house. Right. We had this is when we lived in 1503 East Lovejoy. I had a tire swing, I had zip lines, I had hammocks. This is all for them, because my daughter was still too young. I had go-karts. It was just a huge backyard, about a half-acre backyard. Right. So the pool was there over in the backyard, and the beach. Now, the beach at first, they didn't really care for the beach. They didn't know how to swim in the beach and stuff like that.
But they would stay the night. They'd spend time at your house. And there was
the whole summer.
Anybody accusing you of anything then?
No. And well, after the first time, they stood just about the whole damn summer with us. Mm-hmm. And after the second time that they accused me.
And this is 2018 we're talking about.
This is 2000. Second time is 2018. They pretty much was there almost every weekend. They always there watching my daughter. Me and my wife goes out.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter's 4 years old.
Okay.
And they'll watch Nia. And me and my wife will go out, because we really don't go. We normally would stay in the house, and that was the reason why the kids love being there at the house, because at their home, it was mom came from work, boom, that door is closed, and she's doing whatever she's doing behind the doors, and they never got any of that quality time.
A typical trait that is noticed in predators is that they target kids who do not have a strong adult in their lives. We can notice the same thing in Jonathan. On being asked about her uncle, Somaya claimed everything to be normal and denied any unacceptable behavior. Maybe she did that out of fear. Jonathan talks about an incident where Iyana's brother finds out about a guy she was going out with. Jonathan, during the interrogation, starts to reveal information about how Iyana would message him and would also go on to discuss the relationship they had with each other.
So you're doing all these things with the girls.
No, with all of them.
Right, with the
all of the kids,
But then they're accusing you of messing with the girls?
Correct. Yeah, and this is they came out with that. They started like real heavy with it when Iyana went with that boy across the street and doing all that. That's when it started like really thick. And then
give me an example of things they think were inappropriate.
Well, I would just say what they were saying, and again, this is not something that they came directly to talk to me about, because had they did, I would have whipped out my phone and say, hey, look, Kim, wait, no, this is what we talk about every day. And the majority
of it. So you talk to them
on
the phone?
Yeah, I talk to them.
Talk to them, what do you... So what, did you use Facebook?
No.
Instagram,
Iyana Snapchat. Iyana showed me about Snapchat.
Okay.
I didn't know nothing about Snapchat. I didn't even know what the hell.
I know. That's their language.
So, that's what she showed me how to do. And then something about score streaks. So you send pictures in the morning and then in the afternoon or whatever, as much pictures as you can send, like selfies or whatever, or even the sky, whatever. Right. You get like a certain score streaks or whatever. I still don't understand that too well. But that's what we normally communicated through. Right. And the reason why is because it kind of sounds like incriminating now, but it's because the message is delete, and there's a lot of things that they come tell me about their moms, and that about just their everyday struggles being in home, because they never wanted to be home. And that was just something that they didn't want their mom, because it's happened before, and I'm pretty sure that's how it happened with the guy across the street, that she went through her text messages and saw all this here stuff that they were talking about. And also prior to that, she had was talking to one of her friends about their living situation, and her mom just went smack the hell off on her.
Which one? Who did she go off on?
Iyanna. Iyanna was
Iyanna.
Iyanna, yes. Iyanna was her mom at one point in time had a real tight relationship, right? And then where that changed, I cannot put my finger on it, but it changed. And she got this sense that mom doesn't care about us, and that's both the girls that used to do that. Is mainly she doesn't care about us. All she cares about Mr. Darius and
is that her boyfriend?
That's her boyfriend. Yeah, Mr. Darius, and whatever they say about or whatnot. Yeah.
So the ants are accusing you of this kind of stuff, and you're telling me that Iyanna and Somaya,
correct,
both said no.
Correct. That's right. They said nope. That never happened. That he's never been inappropriate with me or anything like that.
Getting to know about the messages brings all kinds of questions to mind, like, why was a 33-year-old man having a conversation with a 16-year-old on Snapchat? Were they exchanging pictures too? Was this normal? Jonathan does not know, or probably has not realized, that the police are onto him, but he is soon about to know something that would send cold sweat down his back.
So let me tell you how I got involved with this case, because if that were the case, I wouldn't be involved.
Absolutely.
Right? Because that sounds like a non-starter. Right?
Correct.
So I get involved with the case when they're doing a missing persons report, right? For Iyanna, is it? Iyanna. And so while doing that, they were looking on her computer.
Correct.
And so they're finding stuff on the computer that she's authoring that's implying a relationship with you. Almost like a love affair.
Well, I also read the same thing because Margie took a picture of it and sent it to my wife. And this was the first time I did.
Okay.
And this was the first time that we were introduced to the police. They came to the house. This is after she ran away.
Okay.
And they came to the house searching for her through our house.
Right.
So, yes, I also read it, and it was a character
What do you make
named
of that?
Jose. This blew my mind all the way around because it's a lot of stuff in that thing we actually did talk about, about her sister having relations with her boyfriend and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that is there that makes sense, and then there's other stuff that is like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense at all. This is not something that we've ever talked about,
Right.
So
But some of it almost is pertaining to your house or your home, and so because there was like 4 pages.
I only saw the
Right.
I think 2 or whatever.
But in reflect, right?
Mhm.
So, but Somaya is also mentioned in there as well.
Correct.
So that's how I met with Somaya.
Mhm.
So, what do you think Somaya would tell me if I asked her about those 4 pages?
Well, for what I was made aware of, Somaya was agreeing that the Jose character was me.
Correct.
And she's mentioned that was me, and like I explained to my wife, and I also got a text message from, I'm thinking it was Somaya, but my niece doesn't talk like that through the text message. Like I mentioned to the person that whoever was text messaging me, I said, Maya, what the hell, pretty much what's going on? Because at first, I have a daughter named Maya. At first, she and the message started like, are you mad at me? This is something Adobe phone. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that meant. It's like an Adobe phone. I still got a text message in my phone. And it mentioned, she says, I don't have, are you mad at me? And then I said, hey baby, how you doing? This, how's your summer vacation? Your Christmas vacation and stuff like that. Why would I be mad at you? And then she put, because I told, and I'm like, hold on. Who is this? Is this my daughter or this is my niece?
Right.
And she mentioned this is my niece. This is your niece Maya. And I said, hold on, baby. I can't talk to you. You got these people thinking that I'm some monster. I'm a monster over here. I hope I told them, because this is what I also told the police. I told the police that they most likely forced her to say whatever they wanting her to say, because
who's forcing?
Her mom. I have my nephew and her used to date, and
your nephew.
Well, it's technically my cousin.
What's his name?
His name is I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm blank. Yeah, I'm just.
He's your cousin. Is he from Florida?
Yeah, he's here in Florida.
Okay.
He's here in Florida. His name is Kenneth. Kenneth. Yeah, Kenneth Berry. Berry.
Barr.
I think Berry.
Okay,
yeah.
So they used to date with who?
Iyana? Somaya.
Okay,
So. And this, it may not sound relevant right now, but it is very relevant. Her youngest brother, Kyrie, supposedly caught them on the rocks having...
Her youngest brother. Okay,
yeah.
So Samaya's youngest brother.
Correct.
Okay, caught
Somaya and Kenneth on the rocks is literally right across the street. You see it's just wide open. Having...
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, and
now,
when was this?
This was, I want to say, you can't quote me on it. I'll say maybe a few months ago. It's just fairly
2018.
fresh. Fairly fresh. And,
later part of the year.
Correct.
Okay.
So, everything boiled over. I called Kenneth. I said, hey, Kenneth, my sister-in-law is like screaming at my wife right now about you two having any relations on the rocks.
Right.
And he says, no, that never happened. What are you talking about? Then I hear my wife, I told my wife, he's denying it, and my wife was like, Somaya just admitted to it. Now, comes to find out, I just spoke to my grandmother today, or if not yesterday. She told me the story, and also my aunt also said the same thing too. And that's just kind of scary. she said Somaya came one day to school, and because they buses, he doesn't go to the same school, but their bus, he transfers buses there at the
sometimes
same
they
school.
meet at a bus place and go to another school.
She met up with him. Her face was super swollen, like as she got beat up, and she gave him a letter. And the letter pretty much was, "I'm sorry, my mom forced me to, admit that I had with you. I know it never happened." And yeah,
she said
it never happened. And this is like, it was like, okay, mind blowing,
Right.
And also there was another time that Somaya told me this about her cousin, which was goodness, what the hell is his name? Freaking hell. Elijah. Supposedly he was molesting her since about 5 to 7 years old until to about 2000 and beginning of 2018.
So I know about Elijah because that case was handled with us.
Correct.
So, and then what happened to Elijah? Because he's like off the grid.
Yeah, the sisters, Paula mentioned to my wife once the Kenneth thing happened. She says, "This doesn't make any sense." And I truly think that she made that story up with Elijah as well, because, and this is how it's been happening. Iyana gets in trouble for something, and Maya comes up with something. Like something happens with Maya. Iyana gets in trouble with something. Maya comes something. Yeah, is like she needs attention in some form, and I hate to say that, I really do.
Right.
But so far, that's kind of how things has been playing out, and I, like I said, I don't want to put no shade or anything on this situation. This is a very serious situation. I understand that, but that has been the track record thus far. So now Iyana is missing. She ran away or whatnot. Now here I am sitting in the hot seat because Maya is mentioning me as that I was, I'm Mr. Jose.
Kimberly was quick to search for clues in Iyana's computer right after Iyana went missing, where she discovered a 4-page letter which mentioned someone called Jose. Somaya later tells Kimberly that Jose, in reality, is Jonathan. And that's when the dots connect.
Okay. You just can you come out here for a second? Can you come out here for a second? Yeah. And I need the charger too. What's the password, man? How do you get to it? Tell me how do you get to it.
I went there in the recycle bin right here.
The recycle bin?
And then she also got other notes over here on the side. If they ask you for a password, she got some of the notes locked. You have to put in the same password as the computer because she have those locked.
On what document is it?
She has some over here, some over here. I'm not even done going through them all. This right here, the recycling bin. Recycling bin, I went down to the OneDrive. She got all this stuff labeled right here. I'm not done going through all of them either.
Jonathan finds out about the letter when Somaya asked him if he was angry about what had just transpired. Jonathan now has to make up a story to cover up the hole he had dug. But now it's been uncovered.
Do you know who she ran away with?
I don't. Now, my wife asked me, when was the last time we had conversations with Iyana? And I think she gave you a date. And this is I guess, yeah. So, that's the only time I've known her to leave. And this is because we heard it through, the sisters, that she didn't show up after school or whatnot. And that's what it's been. I've been expecting Iyanna to call me, text me, anything, Snapchat me, smoke signal. Cause
How often do you usually speak with the girls?
The girls I speak with Maya and Iyanna just almost about every day. You know, we speak. Yeah, just about every day. We spoke.
What's your Snapchat name?
My name. Yeah, we speak just about all the time. And
Jonathan
Jonathan J. Quiles, I think it is. And we speak all the time now. Like I mentioned before, they weren't happy. We even was setting up for them to live with us. Mm-hmm. You know, in 1503 East 16th Street, they were actually entertaining the dining room. We were going to close it off, put a TV in, try to get mom to be okay with it. And her only objectives was, I'm claiming taxes on them, you know, type of deal. Mm-hmm. So it's been a pattern that just keeps on going with Kim. I'm not saying that she's a bad mother. She's very young. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that these girls need attention, and the attention wasn't there. So we were just trying to pull them into our life, you know, to kind of keep them with us and have them, you know.
You know why Somaya would tell me that you had sex with her?
I have no idea. No.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Because she's saying that you had sex with her and that she did not want to have sex with you.
That is absolutely absurd. No. I've never, ever got it out of line with the girls, never got inappropriate with the girls. If anything, I've always been trying to educate them on these stupid boys that's out here that's all about, because Maya really, her self-esteem is this big. And if you know anything about younger girls and self-esteem, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Every time I tell her how pretty, how beautiful she is, you know, I let her know that, listen, you keep your head strong. And the same thing when she came out about Elijah situation, you know, because she told me, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, the guy that's supposedly having inappropriate, you know, contact with her, she is the one that confided to me, you know what I'm saying? And I coached her to expressing this to mom, telling them about it and stuff like that. And, you know, I only have ever just been, you need to keep your head up. You're straight A student. You're gorgeous. You know, you don't need to settle for, you know, nonsense. And that's all it's been. I've never, ever got out of line with this girl. Ever.
Jonathan's first attempt was to call Somaya an attention seeker in an attempt to discredit her. Here are a few facts that the detectives were now sure about. Iyanna and Somaya had moved in with Jonathan and Naomi to help take care of newborn Nia, as Jonathan was recovering from a broken femur and Naomi had fallen seriously ill. Iyanna initially assumed that Jonathan's demeanor was intended to compliment her sweetness and hard work, but the situation soon became clearer to her. There are no adults left in the house. Naomi being sick, Jonathan started grooming the sisters into his version of love and affection. He exploited the teens' vulnerabilities, manipulated them into submitting to his desires.
There would be no reason to have any of your DNA.
Nope, not at all. In fact, if anything, you guys took my DNA at the house, correct?
So neither girl would have your DNA?
Nope.
So if I were to tell you that I found some that had your DNA in it, how would you explain that?
I would say that is not, there's no way in shape in any form. Okay. Yeah, there's no way.
Jonathan.
Okay.
There's no doubt that you're a good guy. You're a stand-up guy. You take care of your family. You take care of your family's family. I have no doubt about that. Okay. I have no doubt you try to be a father figure. I have no doubt you try to be a positive influence on those girls. No doubt in my mind. Okay. No doubt at all. It's obvious that you love those girls like they're your own. Yeah, I can see your face light up. Yeah. Nice and bright when you talk about them because you love them like they're your own, you know? Right. And I don't doubt that for a second. Okay. But I also know there's a reason why your DNA came back to Somaya's kit. Okay, the kit, they sent the clothes, her kit, and everything off. Or Iyana, I'm sorry.
Iyanna.
I'm sorry. I get the two mixed up all the time.
He's talking about Iyanna. So with the case across the street, there was a kit done.
Correct.
And she was wearing specific clothes to include under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she told me that was one of her biggest pet peeves, that they took underwear.
Okay. So that's what he's talking
That's what I was referring to.
That wasn't my DNA. That I didn't.
100%.
No way.
It's DNA. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're a monster. I don't think you're a monster at all. Okay? I think maybe they came on to you and things went a little too far. It happens all the time. Okay, did you know the age of consent in Florida is 16? Yeah. Were you aware of that?
No. Not at all.
It's 16. But what happened. It's done. It's over with. The main focus right now is trying to locate Iyana. Okay.
I don't know where Iyana is at. I have no idea where to find her. She never told me anything about running away, and I can't. I don't know. I can't give you any information I don't have about her. Period. You know.
Did you know that truck number 7 picked up the rollaway garbage on December 20th? From the landfill?
I don't know what truck number. What are you talking about as far as?
The large container that takes about a week to fill up.
Oh, and
At your work.
At your work.
Oh, I don't know what trucks pick them.
Yeah, truck 7 picked up the garbage that day.
Okay.
Do you know where they took it?
I would assume I work for the garbage company, part of the landfill. I guess. Yeah. It's either
specific where they take it everywhere. It's amazing with the landfill how they have everything gridded out, like to the T.
Okay.
If this table were in the middle of that landfill, they could find it for me. That's
like
how
I said,
fast.
I don't think you're a bad guy.
No.
Okay.
I think you love your whole family. I think you worry about Naomi. I think you worry about Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mia.
I think you worry about your son.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a lot of things on your shoulder. And I think your parents, I think your mother raised you correctly.
Absolutely. This is why I'm as long as I'm living now.
Right.
Yeah.
So take us through exactly what happened.
With what? Are you? I mean, what are you guys implying?
So
Let's
listen,
just put it out on the table.
We are telling you that we know where the contents of that bin went, and you're sitting in here, and we even know the truck number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look through it. I mean, I have nothing.
No, we're here.
Okay.
To discuss the day that was filled up.
Yeah,
we're here to discuss the contents of the dumpster at your work.
Yeah, this whatever goes through, whatever comes out the vehicles usually go into a yellow bin, and then from there it gets dumped into the thing. Sometimes the tire guys on the concrete plant, they have like a blue basket or whatnot. It'll get dumped into another yellow.
So I'm in here discussing with you. Who am I discussing with you? Not car parts, right?
So you assume you're trying.
We're talking about Somaya, Iyana.
Okay.
Okay. So
we've talked to a lot of people. We've done a lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
We've done everything, okay? Because we were trying to find her. So we're looking into everything. Okay. We're turning over every stone because that's what her family deserves.
Yes.
All right. It's time to bring them closure. It's time to get through this. And it's time to put all this out on the table.
Knowing this, the detectives needed to get a confession out of Jonathan. The detectives needed to play a game that involved making Jonathan believe that they believed he was a good person. Now, the detectives have some evidence that was collected from Jonathan's garage.
I wish I could help you. I don't have any information as far as the whereabouts of Iyana, and as far as the DNA you guys talking about, that is, yeah, I can understand that, but I mean,
but you understand, like I wouldn't bring you in here if that wasn't 100%, because that would be like the craziest fishing expedition. Listen
that.
to me,
Yeah.
honey, look me in the face. I would never bring you in here if I did not have that DNA 110%, because I would know that I was fishing in the dark, and I don't fish in the dark ever, ever. I think you are a genuinely kind person. And I say that sincerely. I just look at me.
I'm looking at you.
I don't fish in the dark, my dear.
Okay.
I've been doing this so long. Long in the tooth.
Mm.
And I'm telling you right now, I did not bring you in here to go fishing in the dark either. So don't insult me.
I'm
Listen,
not insulting you at
Don't
all.
insult me with the DNA, because I'm 100% on that. She had your DNA, male, in her. Do you understand?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So
That's no
I'm
way.
just saying, no, there's 100%.
It's
No. Because either I'm lying or it's 100%, and I'm telling you it's 100%.
Yeah.
That is something that I would never do in my business, in what I do. And let me tell you why. I have a policy on that. Because when I do what I do, because I'm special assault, that's what I do, right? Mm-hmm. If I go in a room and I say, yeah, I found your DNA, and they know their DNA couldn't be there,
yeah.
See, I'm fishing in the dark, I'm swatting at flies. And there's no sense in doing that, because it backfires every time. And when I train other detectives, I tell them, don't you go in there and bullshit about DNA, because it either is or isn't. And if you don't know, then shut your mouth. That's where I'm at. I'm not shutting my mouth. The DNA's there. Now, I don't know how it got there in her, so I'm not going there, but I'm just telling you, there'd be no other reason for her DNA to be there, right? But that's neither here nor there as to what we're talking about, because whatever's in her isn't going to bring closure to her family now, is it? So I'm willing to shelf that for now. We'll shelf that one. But understand, say what you want about Kim. She's devastated because the child she birthed from her womb is missing, and her soul is dying, and her children cry. And I can't tell you how much we put up with the crying. It's overwhelming them. They deserve better. They deserve better. Naomi deserves better. Your family deserves better. You were raised to be a quality person.
And that I am.
And they deserve to know the truth.
Yeah. I'm laying it all out for you. I'm laying it all out for you guys. I mean, you say you got DNA on me. I mean, I'm not trying to insult you.
Listen, that has nothing to do
like that. Yeah, implying about a dumpster or whatnot at the job, as if I had something to do with Iyana's disappearance, and this is what you guys are pushing towards me. You know, but you're not saying it. I mean, you're kind of beating around the bush with it. Just tell me what you guys are implying. You're implying that I had something to do with Iyana's disappearance. And then, and possibly being a dumpster? Is that where this is going right now?
We believe you're responsible for her disappearance, yes.
Okay.
And listen, there's a lot of things that can overwhelm people. You get backed in a corner, you get overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. You're hitting me at every angle. Your wife's on bed rest. Is she on bed rest?
Correct.
That is a very, very tense time.
It's not the first time.
Yeah, but it's a tense time, right? It's not a relaxing day at the house every day, because it's stressful for her every day. You know, because you want to do stuff and you can't.
My wife and I we have no issues whatsoever. Mm-hmm. My wife and I have no problems. I mean, in the first year of our marriage, it's been hectic. Mm-hmm. But other than that, we've been two peas in a pie. So that you can't bring my wife into any of this thing, that maybe this is the reason why I can possibly be the reason why Iyanna is disappearing, as you just say. Truthfully.
How many months is your wife pregnant?
My wife is about to give birth.
Right.
Yeah.
And how far along was Iyana?
I don't know. The last
5 going on 6.
The last we checked, 5 months or something like that.
That's stressful.
Yeah. I mean, how, for whom though?
It's stressful. That would be stressful.
Yeah.
For both of them at the same time.
I wouldn't know anything about Iyanna being stressed about any baby, because when she finally let anybody know about her being pregnant, she was over 5 months already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know. That was just as shocked as her mother.
Mm-hmm. And you read the diary?
I'm sorry?
You read the diary.
I just read only the pages that was given to friends in my life.
How would you surmise that diary?
As a girl that had a vivid imagination.
Who was in love.
Yeah, and you know what? Iyanna's track record with boys is not.
Yeah.
It's pretty intensive with her falling in love with people.
And the thing about the diary, it was written over from 2017 through 2018, and the same love was the same love the whole time. And it wasn't the kid across the street.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The last I checked was,
she's pretty, you're handsome. Let's just not even beat around the bush. And she's very clear. She's very clear. It's the same guy. And this is a diary that she goes back to over periods of time. Still talking about the same guy. So for a fantasy, it's a fantasy she's been repeating for over a year. And guess who's the topic of her fantasy?
Jose,
you.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
100%.
No.
So I also talked to Somaya.
Yeah.
Who's Jose? So Jose is my uncle.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not. I won't be surprised if they forced her to say that.
No, she didn't force when I was talking to her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I made everybody leave. Like, we had a conversation.
Yeah. That doesn't.
She doesn't. Samaya is a quiet person. But
this is crazy, dude. I'm like,
is not.
This is like, wow.
She is not as quiet as she is. She's a very dominant person, which is unusual. She has like a quiet power. Mm-hmm. And I don't think you can get somebody to do crap if you don't want her to. I think that whole pleaser attitude, that's her manipulating.
It's been proven that she's easily manipulated by her mother.
Yeah, she didn't strike me as manipulated. And I know she told her, one thing I know is that she told her mom one story, but when I had her, we had another understanding. Cut the crap. And then she laid some stuff out with me that would just embarrass the hell out of her. Like stuff you don't want to say about yourself that she admitted to me that we're not complimenting to her. Right? But her mom wasn't in the room, so I let her do that. I gave her her respect. But she said things that weren't nice about herself. And that's when you know someone's being genuine. Because they cut the shit. And they just say it like it is, right? Because it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to put it on the table.
The detectives now discover that Iyanna, at the time of her disappearance, was 5 months pregnant. This, along with the letter on her computer professing her love for Jose, and the revelation of Jose's identity, painted a very clear picture of who the father was and what the situation was.
And I'm telling you right now, she said things that we're not complimenting.
I understand that.
And she was very descriptive and very clear. And we discussed the diary, and she was clear about the diary. And she said, Iyanna's a jealous girl. She is jealous. Who was she jealous of? And she was real clear. She was jealous of you. I mean, one word from you, one Snapchat from you, and she's in a tailspin. And that's, you know what? As a female, I can tell you, that's what first loves do. They're your most deep love of all. I can tell you about my first love many years ago. Now, it wasn't the love of my life. It was my first love, the most intense. That's when you're like crazy love. You do anything for them. If they say hop in the car, you hop in the car. If they want to take you for a ride, you just go. If you want to just quit school and go live in New York, well, you'll just go do it because you're crazy in love and you're not even thinking rational. It's like watching someone play house. Really. Now, I say that as an older woman, but I got to tell you, when I was her age, it would have made perfect sense. You fall in love and you think, we're going to go get a house and set up shop. And I'm not even thinking about how we're going to make a living, or that I'm underage, or that I don't have my education. That's how crazy love is when you're crazy in love. You're very gullible. Okay? And she's gullible. She was gullible. And she was madly in love for over a year.
Yeah.
Over a year.
I'm sorry.
And then I have DNA. Then I have DNA in the pants that will not go away. Listen, I wouldn't be this calm. I would be working you over a little bit more. But that seals my deal. Like I said, we can shelf that part. Because at this point, Detective Abbott and I are more concerned with more pressing issue. Okay, and notice we're not looking for Iyanna. We're saying closure for the family.
I don't have any deal with Iyanna's disappearance, and that's just what it's going to be. I'm sorry. And you guys are charging me with it?
No. I'm not charging you with that. I have an accusation from Somaya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's very descriptive. So I'm not charging you at this point with anything with Iyanna.
So
I'm wanting closure.
I can't give you any closure that I can't give you any closure. I have nothing to do with. I'm sorry. I wish I can help you. I can't.
I think you absolutely could if you wanted to.
No, I can't.
I know this sucks.
No, this is beyond sucks.
There's no way to turn back the time. What happened. We know that.
That's.
I just need you to tell me what happened.
I can't give you anything that I don't know anything about. I can't give you anything. I understand, you guys got a job to do or whatnot, but you are looking at the wrong person. I have nothing to do with that girl disappearing whatsoever. Now, Somaya, in that situation, you will figure out that this is all bogus, and I have nothing to do with this either.
That may be the case.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm looking at the wrong guy.
Well, I'm sorry, then you know what? You just guys got to charge me for whatever you got to do, unless you have any other questions for me, or send me on my way. I don't need no water. Right now, I'm just beyond just baffled that I'm a person of interest in the disappearance of my niece. And then also what you're saying here as far as DNA goes, there's no way. See, because you say that
100%.
Okay, you say that you guys got my DNA, and I'm saying there's no way that you guys got my DNA, because I've never, ever been disrespectful to my wife or to any of these girls whatsoever.
Give us a moment. You sure you don't want water?
I'm good. Whenever you guys are done with me, I can go. That'll be great.
All right.
Thank you.
Jonathan represents the worst section of our society, bringing shame to humankind. Not only does he deny everything, but he also tries to uphold his innocence while trying to discredit the surviving sibling. Not to forget that he already destroyed one's life. Detectives are able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together when they receive a phone call from Joseph, Jonathan's brother. Joseph told the cops that Jonathan told him that when he found out about Iyanna's pregnancy, he convinced her to run away with him. But instead, he tried to strangle her, and when that did not work out, shot her in the chest.
So that's her.
That's Iyanna.
Right? So I know I am real close with my siblings. I have a lot of constant pain in my butt. But to this day, I just love him. Do you have siblings?
I have my brother.
And are you twin?
No.
Oh, is
2
he
years
older or
apart.
younger?
Older.
He's older? You guys get along?
For the most part, yeah. Our relationship has never been,
But down and down, y'all love each other. You got each other back?
I guess.
Yeah, because I know if something happened to me, my brother would go straight redneck right behind me and showing his butt.
Correct.
I count on it, right? But we don't always see eye to eye either. So, can you tell me why the brother that has your back would make a phone call and tell us in such great detail, how she must have been suffering?
Everything he's told us is lining up. Your job's cooperating. They're pulling all the video.
Yeah.
They've got the cadaver dog back there in the back where the old cars are. Okay. We tracked down the dumpster who picked it up, confirmed that it was picked up on the same day, just like you told them.
What? Like I told who? My brother?
Your brother.
No.
How would someone in New York know all these things?
Me and my brother talk a lot.
Yeah.
Threw a
That's
phone
right.
off the bridge.
Yeah.
How would he know so many details? And honey, he's in another state.
Yeah.
He's describing your workplace. He's like laying it out.
I've been
But
on
why would he
video
do that?
chat with him.
Why would he do
multiple
that
times.
though?
Video chat's not going to cover all that. You know that.
No. Video chat. I've been on with video chat, and he knows my workplace because I stay.
No.
I work.
Besides that, he is so detailed.
I don't know what he told you.
He told us.
He told us the truth.
No.
He told us you tried choking her.
No.
Listen to me. Look at me, hon. It's a very personal thing.
Yeah.
To choke someone. And he said that it was making you sick.
No.
And it was making you sick looking at her face, probably listening to her. She was probably begging you, gurgling,
Panicked.
I'm so sorry, guys.
And he said that
This is
you
not.
got really upset,
No.
and then you ended up shooting her.
No.
I don't know why your brother would say all that. I mean, is he as imaginative as Somaya?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
My brother, he sent me a message stating that he was gonna go.
So he
over to
told
the
you?
police. Oh yeah, absolutely. He said he sent me a message today that he was
Well,
gonna
why
go
would
to the
he
police.
do that? He's your
Now,
brother, and you love each other. Why? What would even
No.
make him want to do that?
Yeah, look, my brother Joe. I don't know what the hell is going on with him, but
But he loves you.
I assume he does. I mean,
He does.
yeah.
Go ahead and talk.
My brother, when Iyana first went missing or whatnot, he asked me, he's like, yo, where is Iyana? And I was literally crying. I spoke to my pastor prior to him talking to me. I was already crying. And I got people over at the job knows that I was all messed up crying and doing all that there stuff. And he was like, what's going on? And I was like, dude, Iyana done disappeared. She hasn't made it home yet, and he was like, well, where is she? I was saying, I told him, because he kept on saying, where is she? And my response to him was, yeah, I got her tied up in the back, start being sarcastic. And from that point on, after we, did the conversation, because I spoke to my wife after that and stuff like that, I didn't speak to him probably until maybe 3 days after that. I think it was after you guys came over to the house. And I explained to him, the homicide detectives came over to the house and all that. And he was like, man, what do you, what's going on and all that. And I said, they're just their routine thing. I gave them DNA or whatnot, whatever they asked for, I gave them. I'm compliant. I have nothing to hide. And he was like, man, yeah, that's just so messed up. Why are they looking at you though? That was our conversation. And then comes, I believe yesterday, he called me again and he's all all messed up. And I'm like, yo, dude, what the hell is going on with you? And he says, no, I can't believe that you did that to that girl and all that there stuff. I was like, hold on, bro. How long you been feeling this since the last time we talked? He's like, yeah, I haven't been able to eat. I haven't been able to sleep and doing. I was like, dude, I could have put that shit up there from the beginning. You know, if you know, we always joke about, because my brother and our relationship that's all it's been. We grew up together, but his style of life didn't concur with my style of life. I was in, the NYPD auxiliary police office, and he was a drug dealer, so our life didn't, coincide with each other. So, we never been that tight. So anything that we've ever talked about was always on joking basis. Him being in love with a midget. You know what I'm saying? Him being with other women around his wife and all that dear stuff because he's Muslim or whatnot. Everything has always been on a joking matter. Like I would, I don't understand.
He wasn't joking when he called us.
Well, I obviously, because I'm sitting here, right here in front of you guys.
Jonathan, you also know, you tell us everything he said is bullshit.
Yeah.
Straight 100% bullshit, even with all the details.
Correct. I don't even know where he got all them details from.
Just like it's bullshit that your DNA was found on that stuff with Iyana.
Yeah.
Which would maybe cause,
and that
causes the baby.
I guarantee you that ain't no bullshit.
Yeah.
That is not no bullshit, okay?
There's no way. There's no way. I'm telling you.
The shit has happened.
Yeah.
Okay? Things went bad, okay? I'm not trying to cuss, but I cuss all the time. But things happened. Things went too far. We know. It's over. This is done. This is totally over.
Saying that no way this could happen. This happens every day.
Yeah.
You can sit there and sit there and go over this 1,000 times and keep saying no. But we know
the DNA doesn't lie.
We know this happens. Okay. Your brother had too many details, and maybe you did walk through on the video chat or whatever. He knew things about the inside of that junkyard that he wouldn't know. He knew things about that bridge that's between your home and your work, where you told him you threw her phone off in the river.
No way.
And you're going to sit there and still say,
we have a dive team.
I'm telling you.
Your boss is helping.
Yep.
We've got dogs in that yard.
They found a car.
It's the little things,
out
too.
There, they found a car with blood in it.
No way.
Listen.
There's no way, man. I'm telling you. You guys,
Jonathan,
there's no way.
Jonathan.
This is your time to get
devil
right.
is in the details. But let me tell you this, even. Just the little things throughout. Like, your name didn't come out of a hat. We're not picking on you. When they questioned you and they were talking to you at your home,
what time?
Homicide. Okay. You mentioned to them that she had 38 pair of underwear.
No, my wife mentioned that.
Huh?
She said she took her prized possession, all her Victoria's Secret, and you said 38 pair.
Yeah, no. Well, I was giving. I don't know exact pairs of all. But I was just saying. That's what I'm saying. Really, that's what she held to her highest standard was her underwear. Everybody, she does. I'm sorry, that's BS.
We asked her, and she didn't even know why we were asking.
She's like, yeah, she's got those. I don't know how many she has.
I asked Somaya off the cuff. Yeah, she started laughing, and she said, "Well, no." Like, why would I know? But you threw out a number. And, it's so funny because sometimes when people are hiding something because they're desperate, they will hide it. But their body always tattletales on them. Yeah. They give off things that they didn't mean to give off. And I can see her sharing with you.
To hide.
I can see her sharing with you.
My wife.
Little bags
that
packed.
Set the numbers up on the words that she has. Because my wife knows.
Someone picked her up from school. And someone took her to where you work.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm sorry that you guys are thinking that this is the situation now, because I spoke to my brother and I know what he was telling you guys and all that.
Detail.
Yeah, and I keep on saying I'm sorry.
From you.
He did not get his details from me.
No, he did.
He did not. No,
I talked to him today.
Good. I'm glad you did. My brother, I mean, if that's what you're gonna got, if you guys got to go off of, I mean,
we are confirming everything he told us.
Okay. Then I don't know.
This is your chance. This is your chance, man.
I mean,
come on.
seriously.
This is your chance to do the right thing.
Was so in love with you.
No.
So in love with you.
Not with me.
She was. And she definitely had a pair of with your guy swimming in it.
No.
Yes. That's 100% science. That's science you can't argue with.
No.
And that's from a long time ago. So this isn't even something that was recent. And I can see her being 5 months pregnant when your wife, who is a very dominant person, because you said yourself she's a blunt, pull no punches woman.
Sure.
And I got to tell you as a woman, if I'm on bed rest with your baby, I don't want to find out that my niece is also with your baby. And when we have little play dates, and when we have well, seriously.
I'm being very serious.
You're correct on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll agree on that. That's a non-starter. And when you say, well, I don't have any pressure, listen, you did.
I did not. I don't have any
birthdays.
pressure at all.
Listen, not even birthdays, just the same thing. How do you even have Christmas? How do you have any holidays? Because the little baby Iyana would have had was looking a lot like the one you just had. Right? And that's evident from her diary, her 4-page diary, where she goes into great detail about how much she's in love with you. And on top of all of that, we have the DNA. Then we don't even know your brother. He found us. Are you kidding? He's calling us with details. You tried to choke her, and she wasn't dying right, and it was making you sick. Looking at her.
That is crazy.
Well, that's something no one asked for. How didn't you know you had a brother? He enlightened us. DNA is science. We can, that's given. She's speaking from the dead. She's speaking from the dead. 4 pages at different times of her love, professing her love, and how she wants to run away, how y'all are going to just be that little family that I talked about, how when you're so in love, you just are gullible and you do whatever someone says. And if they say, hey, pack a couple bags, meet me on the edge of your school property, we're going to run away together. Oh, I believe she did it. I certainly do. I believe she did it. And I believe it's just a matter of time. And the question is, you talked about Somaya making you out to be a monster. Question for you, Jonathan. Are you a monster? Are you a monster?
Not at all.
Look at her face.
I can look at her face.
They need closure.
I'm not a monster. I had nothing to do with her disappearance. I had nothing to do with her disappearance at all.
So the whole family's off. Somaya's a liar. Your brother who loves you is just crazy. Right? Everyone's just circling Jonathan.
The last I spoke with my brother, he was all bent out of shape, and he was just like, yeah, I can't believe, I'm disappointed in you and all that there stuff. And I'm like, hold on, bro. You got this all twisted. I didn't do nothing. I have no idea what the hell happened with this young lady, any of that. So
how did he have all those details?
I don't know how he had all those details. I'm sorry. I don't know how he had any of those details.
You told her.
No.
You know you did.
I did not.
The detectives notice this cruelty after finding out the truth, especially when they hear him defend his innocence.
Sometimes when things happen, and like I said, the body will tattletale on you. Sometimes it's a very common thing. It's very common. See, you maybe have never done this stuff before, but this is all we do.
I understand that.
So we'll meet 50 Jonathans in a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I could write a book. So one of the things our little bodies do, Jonathan, is that we need to do something cathartic. We need to do something that takes that edge off, that stress, that freak out moment. Full tilt boogie. That's when you just absolutely lose it. And you got to come back to ground. And sometimes what they do is they'll tell someone they most trust, like, say, a brother, and they will tell them what they did because then they feel a little bit better, like they're freaking out and they got to replay it. Like, I got to really go over that. Did I really just do that? And he said he didn't believe you at first. He thought you were kidding. But it was so detailed.
No. I'm sorry. Nope.
He didn't sound crazy.
Jonathan,
he sounded very down to earth.
Why'd you get a new phone?
My phone that was cracked. It was broken on the back of it, and then the front, and then the screen was starting to have.
Why'd you sell your van?
Well, the
I'm
reason
a fire salesman.
the reason, yeah, because the starter went out on it, and I've been, and you could even ask Jonathan. I've been wanting Jonathan from my job. He's the guy that hired me. This is even prior to her even being, coming out to being pregnant. I've been asking them how much would they give me for the van because it was something that I wanted to get rid of because I have the van, I have my Dodge Durango, and I have a Dodge Intrepid that's in the yard. So that me getting rid of my van is why I can't.
So we have a family.
And if anything, we offered it to Kim. We offered to give it to her.
Kim doesn't recall that.
Yeah, of course she doesn't. You could ask my wife. She was the one that offered it to her.
So, Jonathan,
and I offered it to my brother. Excuse me, I offered it to my brother. I said, come down here and get this title for this van, drive it back. And this was been months prior to her even anybody finding out that she was pregnant or anything. So, I mean, I've been trying to get rid of my van. This is just coincidental that I sold my van after she disappeared. This is something that has been pre-planned. I had somebody at the job that wanted to buy it. He never showed up, so I put it on Facebook.
How'd you get her into the job site?
I didn't get nobody into no job site at all.
Even in here, it talks about you being mad because she didn't tell you she was pregnant first.
No.
Like you were supposed to be the one, because then y'all could, fix the problem.
Not at all.
That's her writing it. She authored that. She offered that. That's her. You were mad. He was angry at me because I didn't tell him first.
No.
You don't tell, who you don't tell first if you're her age? Mom's usually first. But you know who you don't tell? The baby daddy. So we have a family that you did everything for. Drop work, drop everything, and go help. And what do they repay you with? Accusations of impregnating her and teaching her about. Correct. And then we have our DNA, which I'll be honest. We were looking at the guy across the street. He was the only guy on the radar. I didn't even know your name. Who are you? You meant nothing to me. I didn't even know you were there. Who's Uncle Jonathan? I don't know. I'm looking at the kid across the street, the 21-year-old. And I say, hey, let's get his DNA. Now we got his DNA. Sure enough. But we got yours too. Boom. Who is this? Who's this? Just popped up. I wasn't looking for it. Okay? That is the God's honest truth. I wasn't looking. I didn't know who Jonathan was till the DNA came back. Right? Then we have the van for sale. Then we have questioning. And you know exactly how many pair of underwear. Hell, her own mother doesn't know that. Then we have a large 4-page love letter that just goes on. And it starts from 2017 all the way till now. Then we have a family member, a brother, who's got your back. He's your brother, grew up with you, lives in New York, calling us with details like you can't imagine. You can't write. This wouldn't even sell as a movie. It's just so many places and pieces together. Jonathan, at a certain point, every bit of it fits together. And now we're searching the areas. We're working with your employers. We're checking with our dive team. And listen to what I'm telling you. At some point, Be the child your mother raised. Look at her face and don't be the monster.
I'm not the monster.
Are you being a monster?
I am not being a monster.
I'm looking at someone that needs to absolutely stop with this. It's ridiculous.
I'm
telling you all this stuff, every bit of it. And why?
I'm sorry.
And
I
in
can't
the
help
end,
you guys.
but Jonathan, in the end, what you're telling me is I'm a great guy. I'm a loving guy. I do nothing but love my family and my extended family. I was raised right. I'm a good guy. I love my wife, love my children, raised them like daughters. But for some reason, every single bit of your support system and love that totally surrounds the world of Jonathan has agreed. Jonathan killed her. Jonathan killed her, and he got rid of her body in a dumpster. Number what?
Truck number 7.
Truck number 7. And truck number 7, on that very day, has an absolute place exactly where they have to dump their stuff. It's all done on computer. It's a big fat grid. It's amazing.
No, I'm well aware of the
And the brother from New York's calling us with details. Are you kidding? And you're looking at us like, I'm such a great guy. I don't even know why I'm sitting
I know
here.
it's fucked
And
up
I have to
situation,
tell
but
you.
excuse my
And
French,
your
but
own niece, you're telling me your niece would never say those things unless someone made them.
Correct.
She was reliving with you. And she told me that she heard you on monthly times. She knew of you having with Iyana, and she would describe to me, because she said Iyana was so jealous that she wanted her to know exactly what you did with your and what you did here and there, what she did to make you happy. She went into great detail about her making sure she knew it, because she said my sister was just so jealous. So jealous. And Somaya has no reason to lie. Where's the payoff for her? Where's the payoff if she lies? Where's the big payoff? What does she get in return? No trips to the beach, no trips to the pool, no fabulous stay at your house anymore, right? I get she's persona non grata at your house. The house you said she wanted desperately to live in.
Correct.
That's her payoff. Where's the payoff for her? Where does harming you? You're telling me she's texting you, apologizing that you're even being drugged down like this. Where is the payoff for Somaya to talk about you? Where is that?
Joseph, who had a conscience, had confessed. Jonathan, on the other hand, believed that he could still outsmart the cops, like when he had, or at least when he was convinced that he had, discredited Somaya's statements. Jonathan truly believed that he could get away with something like this, as his family would protect him. This made him feel like he was more in control. He definitely was not able to sustain his guilt and fear of the law.
Did she threaten you?
Iyana never.
Did she threaten to tell your wife about the pregnancy? Or
my wife
get you in trouble?
No, my wife was the one that told me about the pregnancy. That was how she stood the night, the weekend prior to her we finding out that she was pregnant. When we found out that she was pregnant, it was, now we started recalling like little things that were going on, like she's always hungry or she was always throwing up. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know anything. We never put 2 and 2 together. Never.
She didn't want you to know. She don't want your wife to know.
Oh well, no. I didn't know. I don't know what is going on with this girl at all. That baby that she's having or holding, that has nothing to do with me whatsoever at all. You know, I thought you guys went and did the DNA with the blood that she took out. You know, I mean, you guys could do that and you'll see that baby is not mine. You know what I mean?
We saw that your DNA is in her.
No, it's no way. I'm telling you, there's no way.
There is a way. It's your scientifically proven.
There's no way.
Do you think we're bullshitting about that?
I really do.
We're not.
I really do. Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. We are not bullshitting.
Yeah.
I think you got a lot to lose. I think that the fact that she could potentially be pregnant by you, and you know that, has you on edge. I think the fact that her family was 100% okay, they didn't want her to be pregnant at 16 years old, but the fact that she is, listen, hang on.
Yeah.
The fact that she is pregnant, her family would support her 110%. What they won't support is the fact that finding out you are that child's father. Who has the most to lose in this family right now?
So then answer me this.
Who has the most to lose?
I not me, because I don't have nothing to do with the situation here. Now, answer me this. I make good money. Why wouldn't I be able to, if in fact that let's just play around with this theory. If in fact that me and Iyanna had a relationship going on and stuff like that, and she was to happen to get pregnant, why wouldn't I pay for an abortion?
Because she can't get an abortion in the state of Florida at 16 years of age unless you take her to some backdoor alley and rake that shit out with a coat hanger. Or is that?
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. Because when I was growing up, my first baby mother, Samantha Morales, so that's where I was going with that. Okay. Yeah, in New York, you're
looked it up too.
Freaking 15 years old.
We've looked up everything.
Yeah.
Okay. We've done our research. When I say we turned over every stone, we have turned over every stone. And we wouldn't call you in here, and we wouldn't talk to you, and we wouldn't give you the benefit of the doubt to tell us the truth if we hadn't turned over every stone. We're not fucking around. We're not lying to you. This isn't TV. We don't make shit up. Okay? Tell us.
I don't have anything to tell you guys. I don't have anything to tell you guys. No, I know, like I told you guys before, I know you guys got a job to do. And I understand. My situation is looking crazy. I get that. But, like, when your facts come back, all of it is going to point in different ways. It's not going to point to me.
Which facts? Who do you think it's going to point to?
I have no idea. I'm talking about what we have at hand. You guys are homicide detectives. We're talking about my niece being gone. That has nothing to do with me at all.
I think it has everything to do with you. Slowly but surely, every fact has come back to you. When we came out to your house on the 30th, we asked you for DNA because we wanted to test it against that kit she had in March. Okay, those things take forever to test. We put a rush on it. Okay? We tested it against yours. And the dude across the street. Came back to both of you. His and yours.
There's no way, man. I'm telling you. There's no way.
I'm not bullshitting you, man.
I feel kind of bullshitted, bro, because there is no way that DNA would come back to me. Period.
How did it get there?
I have no idea.
Did you?
I have no idea at all. I've never had any contact with any of these girls. I never got ever inappropriate with them. And I mean, it's one time that I called Somaya a hoe. It was like, whatever, hoe. And that was it. And she flipped the hell out. That was the only time that I've ever called any of them out of their name, let alone be inappropriate with them. So when I'm telling you, you saying DNA came back with me and him, that is just way hell no.
I'm going to ask you a few questions, and these may sound very bizarre and out of left field. Okay, so don't be offended by this. Have you ever worn her?
No.
Have you ever jacked off into her?
Absolutely not.
Okay. your wife, she's a lot taller than her. She weighs a lot more. I'm not saying she's overweight, but she's pregnant. Yeah. Does your wife and her share?
No. No, my wife would never wear,
And you would never wear your niece's?
No, never.
Okay. Would they even fit?
I couldn't tell you. She's real skinny, so the last I checked that.
Do you see where we're going with this?
I do.
At the end of the day, there is no reason your DNA, you're the only person that can have your DNA. There's no reason your DNA should be anywhere inside, period.
Do you know what dropout is?
No.
It's where you have inside a woman's vagina and gravity kind of drops out. Sometimes even if you use it, you take it off and it still comes in there, okay? Sometimes it's on your fingers, but it's called dropout. Ends in the it's there.
Yeah, I get it, but it's not mine, man.
It is yours. That's the problem. The reality is the fact that you're going to deny it.
Because it's the truth.
It's not the truth.
Yeah, man. So
and it's not even just regular DNA. It's not like I just touched him and my DNA's on there. It is DNA from you that's on underwear. And you just told me there is no possible way, with the questions he asked you, that your DNA should be inside of her. Period. 100%.
100%.
Well, guess what it is? And I'm serious, honest to God. God is my witness. I will come in here, put a Bible on this table, and swear. The fact is, your DNA is inside her. This is your opportunity to get on the front side of this as opposed to the back side of this.
Explain what went wrong, explain what happened, and we can work through it.
Dude, I have nothing to explain. There's nothing that went wrong. It's nothing that went wrong.
And out of the blue, your brother's just going to call us up and tell us his story.
What the going on with my brother, dude? I don't. And I don't.
Well, we're going through and we're checking off boxes. All right. DNA. Check. Got it. Confirms what we didn't know, but it confirms it.
All right. I'm done with it. Let's go.
Huh? So you guys charging me?
No, you're getting charged for the case.
What case is that?
That's the case. We'll let you know in just a second.
Jonathan, is there anything else you'd like to say?
There's nothing else I want to say.
Okay. All right. Because I just want to give you every opportunity. If you don't have anything else you want to share or come clean with, then at this point I'm going to place you under arrest for battery. It's a first-degree felony. And then it is in regards to Somaya Sawyer. Okay? So if you'll stand up and try and face the wall, place your hands behind your back. That's okay. Face to face.
So don't let them praying.
Yeah,
like you're praying.
just like that.
The police had still not located Iyanna's body. The current working theory was that he had dismembered, chopped, and disposed of the remains in a landfill. When asked about Iyanna's pregnancy, he remarked that he could have helped her get an abortion. It is absolutely disgusting that this person would even now not be ready to confess. The police had by now discovered a bag that contained Victoria's Secret and a few other items that were found to contain Iyanna's DNA. They then also find a 9mm handgun stashed in Jonathan's truck, along with more blood-stained Victoria's Secret. Knowing what the detectives know now, anyone listening to Jonathan's statements would be enraged. As the case moves to trial, a lot more information comes out about Jonathan's actions. What we also see is the sentiment, especially the pain, of the victim's family. Not only Iyanna and Somaya, but the whole family is impacted. And hence, in my opinion, the whole family should be considered a victim. The trial was scheduled for September 14th, 2023. This had given the detectives a chance to solidify their case. They did this by making attempts to record a conversation between Jonathan and other inmates. In one such instance, they wired up an inmate who then engaged in a planned conversation with Jonathan. This is when he confesses to killing Iyana, claiming he had no other choice but to do so.
So, why? This will be me my question. Why would they point the finger at you?
The first one reason they would even look at my way and they even ask about where I was at and all that.
Because of the room they said.
Because of the room.
Did they also know? Yeah. That she was still, why you just, okay, so you didn't think she was in the jail, why did you put so?
The trial begins as scheduled, and the recording becomes one of the most crucial pieces of evidence and plays an important part in his conviction.
Did you learn that the relationship between IS and the defendant was not an appropriate one?
Yes, ma'am.
And would IS confide things into you?
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, did you observe things inappropriate between IS and the defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
And were those observations made at the defendant's home?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, we just talked about the fact that you would see your sister when your aunt was not home, sleep in the bed with the defendant. Now, did you also observe other inappropriate things that the defendant did with your sister from your own eyes?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, we'll talk about the couch situation last, but tell me about first what you observed through this time frame.
Yes, ma'am. He would grope her in various areas or like kiss her neck or her lips in like an inappropriate way.
So you would see the defendant kiss her lips, being her mouth.
Yes.
And kiss her neck.
Yes.
And then you say grope her.
Yes.
Everyone has a different definition. So what does that mean to you?
To touch, inappropriately or in a manner.
And when you say touch, would that be on IS?
Correct.
Or would that be the defendant touching IS?
Yes, ma'am.
And where would he touch IS? We know obviously the mouth.
Yeah.
You've told me about the mouth. You told me about the neck.
Her butt, her waist, her chest.
Now, was there a time frame that you saw anything else inappropriate between your sister and the defendant?
Yes.
And where did that occur?
In the living room.
Can you please tell us what happened?
Yes. I was on one end of the couch, sleep, and IS and the defendant were on another, having a encounter, and I could hear and feel the couch move.
And so just to be clear, was it dark in the room?
Yes.
Did you ever open your eyes?
No.
Could you hear sounds?
Yes.
Could you hear sounds of more than one person?
Yes.
Could you identify who those individuals were?
Yes, ma'am.
And who were they?
The defendant and IS.
Now, were you aware prior to what happened on this particular day that something inappropriate was happening between IS and the defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you aware prior to what happened on this particular day that something inappropriate was happening between IS and the defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
Did the defendant ever tell you why he liked to talk to you and IS by Snapchat?
The messages erased.
In fact, did the defendant tell you to not save your messages?
Yes, ma'am.
And did your sister tell you who was the father of the baby?
Yes.
Who?
The defendant.
Was this upsetting?
Yes.
When I realized, as when I walked into, I saw him hugging her, and he wasn't hugging her like you would a buddy, a pal, or a niece or nephew. He was hugging her like you would your spouse, your mate, or someone you was in love with. When I walked out and I seen him, he was hugging her. He jumped. I startled him.
On the 21st of September 2023, only a few days after the beginning of the trial, and with just 1 hour of deliberation, the jury reached a verdict and found Jonathan guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder and battery. He was sentenced to serve 3 life sentences in prison without the possibility of parole.